Wembley, Wembley, we're the famous Arsenal and we're going to Wembley. We've done it, we're through to the semi-finals of this year's FA Cup. It's a competition that Arsenal traditionally do well in, but when Sheffield United pulled one back so late on, there was concern. There's no doubt about that, I'm not going to lie. Really pleased to see Arsenal respond and show the kind of mental strength actually that everybody's said that they lack. And I think we can all agree that at times we've switched off in games, and we did it again today. Really calamitous moment defensively. I thought overall Arsenal performed pretty well. I thought we went to a very decent Sheffield United side and we gave them a really good game. I thought we were really sound defensively. Our structure was good. I thought Arsenal had a really good game overall, but then of course there was that one moment, wasn't there? Well, there was a couple of moments actually. There was the header from just a few yards out as well, which Sheffield United missed, fortunately for us. But the goal was from a defensive lapse, and I always think that you've got to deal with the ball at its highest possible point, and Arsenal certainly didn't do that. Kolasinac got himself in a muddle, smashed it against Holding, and in the end, it fell to McGoldrick, who never bloody scores, by the way, which is just our luck, isn't it, that he popped up and got a goal today. But credit to Arsenal and credit where it's due. They bounced back and they showed some real mental steel, something that we always said they don't have. So you've got to praise them when they do display it. And Dani Ceballos, I thought, took that goal brilliantly. When the ball come to him, you just see that composure, the touch to take himself into space. And then he takes another touch rather than snatching at it. I was screaming for him to cut it back, but he's obviously taken that second touch to compose himself. And from there on, he knows exactly what he's doing. The goalkeeper's committed to sort of protecting sort of that channel across his goal, and Ceballos has used his brain and he's just slotted it past him into the back of the net. And Arsenal are through as a result. And look, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't vintage Arsenal, etc. But we're there, and that's what matters. And this will come as a huge confidence boost. Back-to-back wins now. Of course, again, performances haven't been amazing, but it doesn't really matter because we're getting the results and we're going to Wembley for the semi-finals of the Cup. And there's no reason why we can't go all the way in this competition, or at least give a really good account of ourselves. We've been underdogs in this competition before and gone on and won it. We beat the champions Chelsea in the final, the Rob Holding final, as I call it. Touching on Rob Holding, I didn't think he was great today, though, when he came on. And I know it's difficult to come into games at that point and get up to speed with the intensity, with the pace, with the speed of things. But he looked a little bit rusty, didn't he? And it's a real problem and a real concern. Am I going to... it was a concern today, but am I going to hold it against him in the longer term? No, I don't think so. I think it's always difficult coming on in that position. For what it's worth, I thought Lewis had a good game up until that point. And you can see, can't you, why Mikel Arteta picks him and persists with him and wants to keep him around the place, because he is a leader. He can be good at times and he's always involved, etc. So, I think people, when they calm down from the anger after that incident against Manchester, or the couple of incidents against Manchester City, they'll start to realise that actually signing him up wasn't the worst decision in the world when you consider the other options that we've got. Great win. I haven't cheered an Arsenal goal like that for a long time, as I did Ceballos' one. Great to see Arsenal respond and not crumble after conceding the equaliser. I'm not going to say we're back, because we're not, but it's a great result and we're through and we should be pleased. And let's enjoy the rest of this Sunday. Full podcast coming to you guys tomorrow morning. It'll be live on YouTube at around about 8:30 a.m. and then it'll be out in podcast format shortly afterwards. And some exclusive content coming for you patrons as well, looking at this game in a little bit more detail. So stay tuned for that. It's my mum's 50th this weekend. So I'm going to enjoy that. And I'm going to have a few drinks now to celebrate both that and, of course, the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.